Lots of tool techniques in this one. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Thanks so much for liking, following, subscribing, sharing, all the things, Don't forget to go here if you need more fun. I have links to workshops and retreats. Some have Zoom options. Link to my Creative Memories website where you can shop all the things I'm going to use today, as well as links to my Forever affiliation, my Stamp and Storage affiliation, my Forever, did I say that? My Forever affiliation? I think I said that. My Amazon must-have list, no longer available items, pre-made scrapbook pages, and information on joining my team. You get a beautiful album, which I would show you, but it's packed up for a crop, plus pages, valued at $70, plus $50 to spend however you'd like. And it's only $49 a year, and there is no pressure to sell to anyone. You can be your only customer. There are no minimums. You do not have to purchase anything after that. You start out at 10% commission. The commission levels go all the way up to 40, depending on how much you buy or sell. So it can be just you. It could be you and a couple friends and family around the kitchen table, or it can be a big business like I have. The options are endless. The spectrum's wide open, and it's all up to you. So head here, click join the sisterhood, read all the benefits of being an advisor and being on my team, and click that little let's chat button if you want to talk about what this might look like for you. All right, today I'm using Poolside for some lake pictures. So we don't go to a lot of pools around here. We're more lake people. So I have Poolside and a couple really fun techniques with our tools. And I have pictures, and I hope you'll enjoy this. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to build on some blue today. We have some Poolside. It's mostly, well, it's a scrap and then a full sheet. So we're just going to use this up today. The first thing we want to do is we need some 2.5 by 12s. So I'm going to cut those first. 2.5 by 12s, 2 of those. We also need a 1 by 12 and a 4 3/4 by 12. I think this is almost 1 by 12. There's our 1 by 12. And then we need a 4 3/4 by 12. And we're going to need some 1/4-inch strips. So this is 1/2 inch, unfortunately. I don't know if I'll be able to cut this in half or not. 1/4 inch is the width of your mat, I believe. There we go. So we need 4 of these. 3, 4. Let's try that out and see what we got. So the way this is going to work is we're going to use both sides of these. So the big piece, the big chunk, I'm going to do the very busy printed, fun printed side on the far right side of our layout. Oh, and actually, we want to put these 2.5s down first, and it's going to be the not busy side. And they're going to go right down the middle. Actually, they're not going to go down the middle. Maybe let's put them like on the 6. So they're on the 6 there. And now we can lay this down. We'll do the same thing with this piece. Just kind of center it on your 13 by 13 mat. We are kind of wasting a little bit of paper because we're covering it up, but it's okay. We're not covering too much of this one up. We're lining it up on the 6. Here we go. And then this fun, busy 1-inch piece also goes down the side. And then for all our little 1/4-inch pieces, we're just going to lay them. I should have put these down first, probably. We're going to do that. I hope that made sense. You can use your micro tip or your precision point adhesive or your repositionable. I just like to use my regular. I have been using it for so long that I can manipulate how much comes out of there. And then we want the not busy print. These are just little borders for our edges here. Like it. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So we need the busy print up going horizontally. And we could cut that up if you wanted to save on paper. Cut that out so that it wasn't covering that up. And then one more not busy going vertically. And you could use 2 different pieces of paper if you wanted to. I just liked both of these sides, so they worked for me. All right, now we're going to get to the fun part. Well, it's all fun, right? Okay, I'm going to lay my pictures out the way I want them. I think I need one more picture. Oh no. There we go. Okay, so we got to cut all these up the way we want them. These landscape ones are going to be 5.5 by 3.5. This 4x6 is going to stay that way. And we want these to be 5.5 by 3.5. Love our photo trimmer for this. It's perfect. Three and a half by 5.5. Those are going to go there. And then we need this one to also be that size. 3.5 by 5.5. Perfect. Then we need some pictures. All these here are going to be 3 by 3.5. So I like to line up the center of my picture in the half of the width of my picture. So the width of my picture is going to be 3. So the center of that is 1.5. So I'm going to line the center of my picture up on the 1.5 and trim. And then by the time I get around to 3, it's usually pretty centered. But we need 3 by 3.5. And all of these, we're going to cut that size. And I don't know if this one's going to work. It is not. So we're going to switch it out for maybe these ducks. Yep, the ducks. Ooh. Perfect. Okay, so now we need one more. This was our first time surfing. We wakeboard, but we've never been surfing. It was pretty fun. So 3 by 3.5. So we got 4 of those. So they're going to go like this. Okay. Now these, so we're going to try and cut these
to 3 3/4 wide by 2 1/4 high. I know that's tiny, but it's worth it. So it's 3 3/4 wide, 2 1/4 high. And that we're just going to give it a shot. Let's make sure. Yep, 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. I like cutting my pictures a little bit. I think it looks good. 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. And last one, 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. Perfect. All right, we're done with our photo trimmer for now. I think actually, yeah, we should be done. And we're going to get some white pieces now. And I'm going to use these from the multi-pocket pages. What we need, actually, we'll just get this back out. This will be easier. We need 4 by 2 1/2. So we're going to go 2 1/2 and cut it at 4. Actually, we're not going to cut it at 4. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2 1/2 inch strips in white. And we're going to cut these to 4, but we're going to use our trimmer and the stamping blade. Perfect. Now we'll get our trimmer out. And like I said, our stamping blade is what we want. Uh-oh, there it is. And we're going to cut these to 4 inches. So I'm going to cut one side. I'm going to rotate it and cut it at 4 inches. And I'm going to do that to all of them. So I've got a little waist strip is what I like to call it, and then cut the other side to 4. Like I said, we need 6. Uh-oh. I did not push hard enough. What is that? 4, 5, and 6. Oh, it worked. Okay. All of that is garbage. I'm going to put my blade back away so I don't get disappointed the next time I pull my trimmer out. Now you need your corner rounder with the inverted corners. We're going to throw all this away. And I'm thinking I might want to mat all my pictures. But you're going to take your little white pieces and cut a little inverted corner on all of them. And 2 of these are going to be like journal boxes, a journal box and a title. But the rest of them are going to be photo mats for these little pictures we cut over here. It looks like little ticket stubs. So you'll have to do your pictures too. I love our corner rounder. I don't think any on the market are like it, where you can have 2 types of edges. And it's inexpensive. We're going to have a mess to clean up after I'm done, though. Funny story. My office does not have a screen on the window, and it's super hot here. We don't have an air conditioner. We typically don't need it, like we can manage. This summer seems to be a little hotter, but I had the window open, and like I said, it does not have a screen. This used to be my son's room, and you know how hard kids are on screens, and we just haven't gotten that fixed yet. So I'm sitting here working, and all of a sudden I have a little friend in my scrapbook room with me. Little chipmunk decided he wanted to come in and play in my scrapbook room. It was terrifying, to say the least. Little thing running around. And I just kept my feet up, and eventually he went right back out the door. Thank goodness. But it was kind of scary. My dogs did not protect me. They just laid there and watched this chipmunk running around in our house. So they're fired. Isn't that so cute? Okay, I haven't decided if I'm gonna mat all my pictures or not. I think it might look better, honestly. And I do have quite a few of these. So let's just do it. It's free paper. I like the thinner mats. Might have to cut this other one down just a hair. And then these are going to go here like this, and one will be a journaling box, and one will be, yeah, we're going to have to cut this a little. Perfecto. One will be a journaling box, and one will be like the title. I think this idea might have been in like a, I'm not sure. I know it was on the blog years and years ago, but I think it might have also been in one of our idea books, because I have done this before, and the idea that they had, they used the zoo stuff. So you've probably seen this, you may have seen this, but I just think it's pretty fun. It uses up a lot of tools, so you get use of your tools. Looks good. Go to this side. And that one's going to go right in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and line this up on my mat. That looks pretty good. I just love that look. I probably could have made them a little bit skinnier, like 3.5 instead of 3 3/4, but I think it'll be fine. So good. I think we should probably mat all of these, except for that's a waste. We're just going to go for it. It's fine. It'll be fine. Little ducks. Then we'll see what kind of stickers and embellishments might go here with our pictures. And that'll be another done page for my 2025 scrapbook. Oops. I do want to cover up that little boo-boo. So good. All right, we're done with tools. Let's look and see what kind of stickers and embellishments we might want to use. This might, dive into the party. Doesn't really fit in my little hole there, but let's see what else there is. Sun, swim, repeat. I like that better. A splashing good time. I think splashing good time will work. And guess I could do a little floating swan. That's kind of weird. It's fine. That's definitely weird. We have some little citrus slices. Also very weird. We're just gonna make a weird page. Got some bubbles. This is gonna be my little journaling area. That sticker didn't get cut. Lots of bubbles. Maybe I should use this other swan somewhere else so it doesn't look really silly. I mean, it does look really silly, but kind of. But now he has a buddy to look silly with. There we go. Okay. Those are definitely some more cool stickers I have left there. What do you think? Okay, I hope you liked that. Super fun, quick little layout using some different tools that we don't always get to use and using that poolside for some lake pictures. Love it. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to go here for more fun, including information on joining my team. I would love to have you, and there's no pressure to sell. You're just saving money on things you're already buying. So let me know if you want to talk about that, and I will see you next time.